Don't touch that dial. Listen to... Yes, folks, it's another half hour of fun with Blondie and Dagwood, with Arthur Lake as Dagwood, Ann Rutherford as Blondie, and Hanley Stafford as Mr. Dithers.
Now for our weekly visit with your neighbors, the Bumsteads of Shady Lane Avenue. Well, today, Blondie is over at Cora Dithers, and the two of them have just turned to a discussion of food.
Cora, I wonder what I should get for Dagwood's dinner tonight.
Well, how about a fricassee?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, you know how soft-hearted Dagwood is. He says he just hates to think of hunters killing those poor, defenseless little fricassees. What are you going to give Mr. Dithers tonight?
The cold shoulder. Left over from last night's roast.
Oh. Well, Dagwood's been complaining a little about leftovers. Last night he said the dinner tasted like something that was left over from yesterday.
Well, was it?
No, it was left over from the day before yesterday.
Oh, well, what does Dagwood want to eat?
Oh, he says I ought to hunt around and find a few real fancy things.
Oh.
Maybe an exotic Chinese dish.
Such as what?
Well, he suggested bird's nest soup with candied eggshells and sweet and sour feathers.
That sounds like him. Hey, wait a minute. I saw something yesterday about exchanging recipes in the personal column of the Saturday Review. Now, where is that now? Let me see a minute.
What did it say, Cora?
Just a second now. Oh, here's the magazine. You know, I got a terrific charge out of these personals. Yeah, here it is. See? We'll exchange ancient and exotic recipes of the East for old-fashioned American dishes. Right, Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha. Oh, and the address is in New York City. Oh, Blondie, doesn't that sound just too intriguing?
It does sound romantic, all right.
Look at that name. Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha. I'll bet he's tall, dark, and facing toward Mecca. Here, Blondie, write to him and see what he sends you. Go on.
All right, I'll do it, Cora.
And don't forget to have us over when you try your first exotic recipe from Mustafa.
Here's a letter for you, Blondie, dear.
Oh, what does it say on the envelope?
It says, if not delivered in 5 days, don't blame me.
I mean, who's it from?
Oh, it's from somebody called Mustache or something like that. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's from Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha of the Uranium Trade Commission in New York, yeah.
Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha. Oh, that's for me. It's a recipe.
Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha is a recipe?
No. He's a man who's going to send me some recipes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the envelope smells kind of funny, doesn't it?
Let's see. Why, that's incense. Mm-hmm. It's used all over the Orient.
Oh, I see. When they smell that, it makes the camels smell better, I guess, yeah.
Oh. Let's see what Mustafa bin Akbar Pasha has to say.
Maybe Mr. Dithers can give me a little advice about this. I'll knock on his office door and see if he's in.
Who is it?
Oh, it's your assistant, Dagwood Bumstead, and I might add, a very brilliant man.
Come in, Gopherhead. And tell the brilliant man I'll see him when I'm through with you.
Oh, yeah? Well, wouldn't you be surprised if there were two of us standing here?
I'd drop dead. One Dagwood Bumstead is too many. What's on your mind?
Well, Mr. Dithers, there's something peculiar over at my house.
Oh, you're just self-conscious.
No, it isn't getting serious, Mr. Dithers. I'm in sort of a pickle.
Well, you're just in time. This is National Pickle Week. What's your problem?
Well, it started because I told Blondie that she ought to learn how to make some exotic dishes like bird's nest soup with candied eggshells and feathered bouillon. Should I do it over, Mr. Dithers?
No, once was enough. Candied eggshells? Bumstead, you don't candy eggshells.
No?
Of course not. It takes all the vitamins out of them.
Yeah.
Any fool knows that.
You sure do.
You know, Bumstead, sometimes I get a feeling that you do know what you're saying after all. What were you saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, Mr. Dithers, Blondie has been very strange lately. She's been corresponding with a fella called Mustafa Pasha and exchanging recipes, and he's got he's got her so she goes around looking dreamy and burns incense in the house. You know what incense is, don't you, Mr. Dithers?
Sure, it's a sort of oriental sweet air.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of taking away the odors, it adds another one. Of course, incense does give women a very satisfying, nervous feeling.
Yeah, and not only that. Last night she served some little pieces of lamb speared on her grandfather's old rusty sword.
Bumstead.
Huh?
That's shish kebab, and it's delicious.
Yeah, well, the meat's okay, but I can't stand to swallow that sword.
Bumstead,
Yeah.
you're leaving the best part. Listen, do you think Blondie's getting interested in this character?
No, not really, but sort of. I'm afraid he might try to persuade Blondie to do something silly, like flying away on a magic carpet or something.
I wonder if we could get him interested in my wife.
Well, Mr. Dithers, he might kidnap her.
Oh, Bumstead, don't get my hopes up. I wish he'd take her to his native land and lock her in his old harem.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'd try to rescue her, wouldn't you, Mr. Dithers?
Certainly I would. In 10 or 12 years. No, Bumstead, I'm afraid you're worried about nothing. I was hoping it might be something serious, because I need a few laughs. But women get in these moods when they're temporarily attracted to other men.
Yeah, but they always get over the mood, huh?
Sure, they get over the mood and find happiness again. Even if they have to go through 4 or 5 husbands to do it.
Oh, Cora.
Blondie! What'd you want, Blondie?
Oh, Cora, you've just got to help me. It's awful. Oh, it's terrible. It's even sort of wonderful.
It's awful, it's terrible, it's wonderful. Sounds like a man. Well, the awful part, anyhow.
It is. Cora, I'm being troubled by a passion.
Why, Blondie! A passion for whom? Now, listen, you can tell me. I won't tell a soul.
Cora?
What?
Put that notebook away.
Oh, excuse me. And now, who is it?
Well, it's that man I've been exchanging recipes with. Mustafa Ben Akbar Pasha. And he's arriving in town today.
Oh, Blondie.
Oh, you see, it all started out so innocently. I sent him a recipe.
And as soon as he got it, he started cooking on all burners.
I'm afraid so. Well, Cora, I need your help. Suppose a strange man called you his dearest flower of the West.
Oh.
Or even the fairest dove of all the world.
Oh.
Or the most beautiful of all adored ones. What would you do?
Well, I wouldn't ask you for help. Oh, you blondes have all the luck. I asked my beauty shop gal if she thought dyeing my hair blonde would make a difference.
What did she say?
She said yes, it would make me easier to see at night. You'd think they'd at least have the decency to lie to me a little.
Oh, Cora, what am I going to do about this? What will Dagwood say? How can I stop this man?
Why, stop him. And listen, it won't hurt to tell Dagwood either. If he thinks he's losing your interest because of someone else, he'll just be that much more attentive.
Well, maybe you're right, but I don't like the idea.
Oh, I remember the time I left Julius for 2 weeks. I took the car and drove 300 miles away. I didn't write or telephone or let him know where I was at all. And when I finally drove back, he was really worried.
He was?
Yes, he thought someone had stolen the car.
Well, but here's what worries me. What would you do if you were I and Mustafa tried to put his arm around you and kiss you?
I'd break right out in goose pimples.
Oh, Cora, you're not very helpful.
Now, Blondie, you leave everything to me. We'll think of ourselves as 2 scientists conducting an experiment in human nature. Why, what can go wrong in a thing like that?
Oh, nothing. It might just blow up in our face. Now, don't forget, Cora. When Mustafa comes up the steps, you let him in.
All right, Blondie.
And don't you dare leave me alone with him. I want to be pleasant and hospitable, but, Cora, I need protection.
Gad. Well, I'll do my best. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, there he is, Cora. Let him in, but let him in slowly.
I will. Oh, look at him in his long white robe. Oh, the chic of Verdi. Your heart belongs to me. Into your tent I'll creep.
He's a yak, madame.
I think they live next door.
No. You say assalamu alaikum and I answer walaikum assalam. Then you say Mubarak and I say Hamdillah. And then we are old friends.
Why, what a quaint method of making friends. Is it the traditional method?
No, it is the Dale Carnegie method.
Oh, I see.
As I recognize you from Mrs. Bumstead's picture.
Oh, but I'm not Mrs. Bumstead.
Yes, I know. That's how I recognize you from her picture.
Won't you come in?
Well, first, I roll out the red carpet.
Why?
I sell rugs on the side.
But Blondie is waiting for you.
Oh, Blondie, the fairest blossom of all the roses. I take off my shoes and come in.
What was that?
Oh, I dropped my sock, too.
Oh, right this way.
No, where is my golden-haired one? My love, my life, my mind. Who is this?
This is Blondie, Mustafa.
Oh, how do you do, Mustafa?
Oh, I kiss your hand, my dove, my little rose petal. Not your hand, her hand.
Well, I can dream, can't I?
And this is Daisy, my favorite dog. She goes everywhere with me.
I refuse to kiss her hand.
My husband and I have enjoyed your recipe very much, Mustafa.
Oh, I am very happy. This is peachy. And now I have brought you a present, O goddess of the moon, the sun, and all the stars.
Oh, my. Well, what is it?
This beautiful old imitation silver bracelet.
Oh, my, it's lovely.
Yes, isn't it?
In my country, there is no silver at all, so to imitate silver, we use the white gold.
Oh, now it's even lovelier.
And here is also a small vial of rare perfume from my native land.
Oh, Mustafa, you shouldn't have done this.
No, you shouldn't. What's the perfume called?
Ich bibbidi bobbidi ach fe.
What does that mean in English?
There is no way of saying it in English. But open the bottle and smell.
Well, all right. There, got the stopper loose. Now I'll just take it out and sniff a little of it.
Oh, put that stopper back in, quick.
All right. Right now.
Oh, that's what I call real perfume. My, I'd like to buy some of that.
About how much would you want? An ounce?
Well, I'd rather have the economical 40-gallon vat.
Tell me, Blondie, O flame of my existence, are you happy here? Are you satisfied with your drum-hum life here? Can you fly with me to my native land where we can be alone together forever?
Oh, now, Mustafa, not so fast, please. Why, we hardly even know each other, and I'm very happy with my husband.
Oh, I cannot help myself. You look so beautiful. You look so exciting. You look so ravenous. You look so tempting. And your friend?
Mrs. Dithers?
Yes, Mrs. Dithers. She looks...
Yes?
Why doesn't she stop looking? Oh, the camels have broken loose.
It's only my husband, Mustafa. We're in here, Dagwood.
Hello, Blondie. Hello, Mrs. Dithers.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Mrs.
Dagwood,
Mrs.
this is Mustafa Ben Akbar Pasha, the man who sent me the recipe.
Pleased to meet you, Effendi.
Isayak.
Huh?
Isayak.
Well, that's one man's opinion.
Mr. Bumstead, I want to be fair, so I will ask you first, before Blondie and I fly together to my native land.
Hey, just a moment. She isn't going any place with you. Not while I'm alive.
Then I will kill you.
Well, maybe the trip would do her good, yes.
Dagwood Bumstead, you'd better not be serious.
But, Blondie, we cannot take that dog of yours. She reminds me of a song.
Why, I think that's a very sweet thing to say about Daisy. What song does she remind you of?
Rag mop? No, that flea-bitten pooch must stay here.
Yeah, flea-bitten pooch. That did it. Put on your shoes and fight like a man. Come on. I'm going to knock you right out of your nightgown.
Here. Wait a minute. Now, stop.
Yeah.
Mustafa, I think it's time for you to go.
Well, I will go back to my hotel, Blondie, but I shall return for you at 6 o'clock.
No, Mustafa, you must not come back.
Oh, yes. I must take you away with me some way.
Yeah, well, over my dead body.
That would be my favorite way.
Dagwood, I only wrote to him because you wanted me to learn how to make some exotic dishes.
Then you didn't really ask him to come here, huh?
Oh, of course not. I only asked for recipes. Here are his letters. Look at them yourself. They all have recipes.
Oh, recipes. Huh? Well, let me look at this one here. Let's see. It says, "My dearest, I can no longer stand our being apart. Each night I dream of your soft white hands caressing my cheek." What's that a recipe for?
I think, yes, it came with a recipe for stuffed roast goat.
Well, look, Blondie, anyway, I don't like to have that guy hanging around here.
Well, dear, I know how you feel. It's very embarrassing to me, too.
Yeah.
And I should never have written to him, but, well, we should be nice to him. After all, he's strange in our country.
Yeah. I'll bet he's just as strange in his own country. Blondie? Yeah. Oh, now look, Blondie, he'll be here in a minute. Now, what are you going to tell him?
Well, I'll just let you explain that I'm your wife and that we are married until death do us part.
Yeah, he seems a little too eager to fix that part up for you.
Well, what are you going to say?
No, I don't know. I was... Yeah, ha, ha, ha. Maybe I ought to tell him to fly with you.
Dagwood Bumstead, you wouldn't dare.
Oh, I wouldn't, huh? Oh, boy.
Oh, there he is now. At least he doesn't make fun of me.
Yeah. Well, I'll let him in.
Mubarak, Effendi.
Yeah. Same to you, too. Come on in.
I take off the shoes first.
Why take off your shoes? You don't have to follow that custom here.
What custom? My feet hurt.
Well, come on in.
Thank you. And now, where is my beautiful white swan?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe you brought it with you.
I am speaking of my love, my dearest flower of the West.
Hello, Mustafa.
Oh, boy.
Mustafa, I hope you won't mind too much, but I really can't fly with you to your native land or anywhere else.
Blondie, I will not take the no for the answer.
Well, Dagwood?
Okay. I give the yes for the answer.
What?
You have my permission.
Oh, Effendi, thank you. Never before have I met a man so kind, so generous, so foolish.
But first, Effendi, I'd like to have a little talk with you. Will you excuse me, Blondie, please?
I'll excuse Mustafa, but I will never excuse you, Dagwood Bumstead.
Yeah, goodbye, dear. Lively little creature, isn't she? Well, come on, let's go in here, Mustafa.
Ah, yes.
There. Won't you have a seat?
You promise you will not ambush me.
You have my word. Now, Mustafa, you have picked a very lovely woman to fly with you to your native land. She is sweet and beautiful and kind.
Oh, yes.
And I love her, so I want her to be happy with you.
Never mind the preliminaries. When can I get possession?
Now, first, Effendi, what do you know about American women?
They are different from other women?
No. First, all American women buy a lot of clothes.
Oh, all women have to have a little clothing.
But your cooing dove of the West has 4 trunks full of clothes already.
4 trunks? That means 4 camels to carry it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, she is very beautiful.
And then she has lots of hats. Let's see, there'd be about 15 or 20 hat boxes.
So 4 more camels. I may need a whole pack of camels.
Yeah. By the time I get through, you'll need a whole carton. Now, then 2 trunks full of shoes, 2 trunks full of suitcases, 2 trunks full of handbags, and 2
this
handbags.
is a caravan.
Yeah. And she won't need any new outfits till she gets there. But don't worry about that, Mustafa, because she's worth every bit of the bother and expense.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. She's a wonderful housekeeper, too. Keeps everything nice and clean and... Well, as soon as you lie down to get a little nap...
What is this? Is that a fly hovering over me?
No, that's Blondie and the Hoover hoovering around you. No matter where you go, she'll find you and vacuum around you. She's so cute.
She will?
Yeah. Oh, you'll get used to it, though, and Blondie will organize the women, and they'll demand a vote, and they'll have protest meetings every night in your harem.
Oh. But that did it.
Yeah, but you'll love Blondie. She's a wonderful girl.
Mr. Bumstead.
Yes?
I cannot break up this happy home you are living in. I am giving your wife back to you.
Oh, no, Mustafa. You need her more than I do.
No. I will take my aching heart back to the desert alone.
No, Mustafa. I insist you take Blondie with you. After all, you can no longer stand being apart. Each night you dream of her soft white hands caressing your cheek.
I'll switch to Elizabeth Taylor. Well, I shall tell Blondie the bad news now.
Well, I don't know what you men were saying, but I...
Blondie, my love, my lovely white dove, my adored one. I'm afraid our love must remain a memory. It is not fair to take you away from those who love you. And I am leaving now.
Well, goodbye, Mustafa. We'll always remember you.
Yeah, that's right.
And before I go, my dove, may the blessings of Allah be upon you. So long.
Goodbye.
Well, I guess that's that.
Dagwood, you must have told him some awful things about me.
Oh, no, not at all, Blondie, dear. I just told him some of the things that I like the most about you.
Blondie came to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio Service, the voice of information and education.